The following is a paid advertisement. The views expressed are the sole responsibility of the advertiser.
I'm attorney Justin Clark. Coming up just ahead on You Have Real Estate, we have all of this wooden frame construction in Florida. Is there a better way and a more safe way to build your house? It's all just ahead. It's You Have Real Estate. People ask me all the time if I feel guilty for filing bankruptcy for people. No, I do not. I feel guilty not filing bankruptcy for hardworking families who are struggling every month to put food on the table. Call me now. You have power. Welcome to You Have Real Estate, brought to you by Renewal by Andersen. I am your host, Justin Clark. A great show ahead for you today, but first, the opening statement. Have you ever thought you wanted to live closer to town where you can walk or even drive a short distance to awesome restaurants? Well, there's a new project that I'm so proud to be a part of. I'm going to introduce that to you. But also, what is the difference right now between wood frame construction and steel construction? And should you be concerned if you're building a house or if you're buying a house, whether your home is made out of steel or wood? Great questions they're going to answer by asking real questions. Every weekend here on the program, we ask real questions to the trend-setting people in Central Florida's real estate community. Very happy to be joined by good friends, father-son team. Mike is here, Chad is here, Newberry Homes. What's up, guys? How are you?
Great. How are you? Good.
I don't think people understand this, and it makes me a little bit nervous because for whatever reason in the United States, I don't know if it's the lumber lobby, I don't know what it is, but it seems like almost every house is made out of wood. Yet if you look at any sort of commercial construction, it's always made out of steel. Go to Europe though, residential construction is steel construction. Mm-hmm. Why are we like this in the United States?
I think part of it is that wood has been so inexpensive for so long, so building houses out of wood was a lot cheaper. But ever since COVID, the cost of lumber shot up and then never really went back down to what it was before COVID. And then I think we're going to see lumber prices even increase more with the tariffs and stuff. So, but yeah, steel is such a much better product and a much, it's hurricane resistant and all that kind of stuff. And so it's just, and now I think it's got price parity.
What is better? You've been in construction a long time, Mike, not aging you by any means, but you know construction very well.
Right.
What is better? What is better for my home, steel or wood?
The product steel is better. In Florida, you'll see, well, let's say out of Florida, up north and that, you're going to see all the homes are going to be timber construction, right? And block and wood is typically what you'll see here in Florida. But the biggest difference in steel is just the consistency of it. It's straighter. There's no warping. There's no sagging. It's not going to deteriorate. I mean, we do a lot of renovations also, and we can tear down houses that are 30 years old, and when you get into that, or even some of this bigger remodeling, you'll find the timber is just ate up by termites or mold. You'll see a lot of that, and you don't see that in steel construction, and I think that's why it's prevalent over in the commercial industry. In that you can tear down something that's 30 years old, and it'll be like its original the day it was stood. So
yeah, I'm so proud of this project, 6 in the City, which is in College Park. So many great restaurants within 2 minutes away. Mm-hmm. So many cool things happening in College Park and 6 in the City. I feel like I'm part of it because you and I talked about it when it was just in your head.
Yeah, when it was
I saw the groundbreaking. Now I'm actually seeing this project go up.
Yeah.
What an exciting time. But what you're doing over there with 6 in the City is pretty crazy. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I think we're trying to do something a little bit different. These are all, we're trying to do a luxury mid-price point product, detached single-family houses, and we're wanting to really lean into the fact that we're a high-end custom home builder, so we're allowing people to kind of get into purchasing these houses and still customize it and put it in their own, pick out their own cabinets and countertops and all that kind of stuff. So, I'm really excited about it. It's walking distance to Edgewater Drive, where there's cool restaurants and stuff. You're a bike ride to Lake Ivanhoe. There's just so much things to do there, and I think it's just a great product for someone that wants to live in College Park in new construction, wants to live in a single-family house, but they don't need the massive 5-bedroom single-family house that is so prevalent for new construction houses in College Park. So I'm thinking I'm creating a really great product for a niche market that's going to appreciate what we're doing.
Yeah, and I have some information for you as well. There's a QR code on the screen right now if you want to find out about the Six in the City project, maybe even get some pre-construction pricing, because the people who buy these units are going to be able to help, build them. You're going to be able to choose your what do you call it? Fixtures.
Interior finishes.
Your interior finishes and make this place yours. But I think what makes it so special to me, Mike, is that I don't like sharing a wall with someone. So if you have a townhome, you can really almost knock and say hi to your neighbor. Your condo, same thing. You're going to hear everything that's going on. The Six in the City project, I think what really stands out to me is these are single-family homes and they're detached.
They're detached. That's right. That's right. So they're unique in that way, and you would have to see the community that in this particular where we're building right now. There's 4 of them right there. Right. So when you get all the landscaping in there, it's a higher-end modern architecture to it. So it really sets well from looking at the streetscape at it and the landscaping and everything that we're gonna do with we're gonna have the paver driveways, the brick paver driveways. It's just gonna be an awesome product.
Certainly, and it's safe too. I think for families out there, especially if you have kids or family members, you are always concerned about safety. Because of the construction that you're doing on this project, we're talking about fire resistant, and maybe even more important for Florida, hurricane resistant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the steel is a superior product in the sense that it's fire retardant. It's hurricane resistant. Also, your insurance is lower. We built a house in New Smyrna Beach out of steel, and I had my insurance agent price it as if we built it with conventional versus steel, and it was cheaper. So, and lower maintenance. The maintenance cost is a lot cheaper. There's no termites, all that stuff. Yeah, it's a greater product all around. We're a huge fan of it. We're building a lot of houses out of steel now. When people come to build a more smaller custom home with us. And people seem to actually gravitate towards it.
Yeah. And maybe some people do still care about the environment as well. You talk about a home made out of steel, like Six in the City. You were telling me earlier, Mike, that this home right here would have been 150 trees.
Right.
Something like that.
The average, if you look at and kind of research it, you'll find that the average 2,000 square foot home is to build that is 150 trees. Where to take that same home and build it out of light gauge steel that we're doing is 5 crushed cars. So it's just very environmental friendly. There's just so many benefits to the steel concept, and with, like Chad had mentioned, that there's termite resistant, mold resistant. That's a big one here in Florida. Hurricane resistant. We're test and tried to Dade County specifications, which is 175 mile an hour winds. It's just it's just a great product.
Yeah, I was struck immediately when I walked in, Chad, that the high ceilings, number one, and you could see where you have the windows all carved out, and you can just feel the sunlight coming in already. Mm-hmm. Did you try to design it like that to be open and airy?
Yeah, so high ceilings and lots of windows. It makes it a little more expensive for sure, but I think the value's there, especially for the long term. It just seems so voluminous when you have natural light in every single room, and we were able to do that very successfully with this project.
Yeah, and it's not just Six in the City. You guys do design and build for families throughout Central Florida. Really, it's from ground up, or even for rehabbing homes. What do you guys do?
On the rehab side, We've got one home that we're doing on the river in Daytona Beach that's about 12,000 square feet, that it's a complete gut. I've been losing a little bit of sleep over it because I call it the staging marvel of time, because the client is actually taking this home, it's 3 stories, and gutted the complete interiors of it up. The only thing that is holding this house structurally is all the shoring. Mm-hmm. So we've got shoring on the inside, shoring on the exterior of the house, and we're just now getting, all the demolition is pretty much done, and we're getting ready now to start building up with the structural columns and the structural steel. The house, even though it's residential, is got a lot of red iron steel into it. It's just, it's a fantastic project. It's an exciting project, and I think those are the type of projects that Newberry take on. We're out of the box thinking, you might say. 6 in the city, the steel concept I've been working on for over 5 years to put this business plan together and this concept together. So
I love watching.
We also have a couple of smaller size custom homes that we're working with. We're working with one in Pearson. She wanted like a country farmhouse, cottage type house.
Yeah.
But she wanted to do custom, but mostly for the interior, not the exterior of it. So we're working with her. And then we have one client, we built him a custom home, and his family owns all this land in New Smyrna Beach, and he wants to develop it and put it into a trust. So now we're kind of partnering with him kind of as a real estate developer so that he can kind of develop all of this land. Yeah, anyways, we're working on a lot of really cool projects, very diverse, you know, spec houses with investors, custom homes with clients, massive custom homes, smaller custom homes, major renovations. I bought a house, I'm renovating it. That's pretty exciting. Maybe you guys can come and take a look at that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun little projects, a lot of fun big projects too, I guess.
I have no doubt it will be fancy inside
Yeah.
Chad. Chad and Mike Newberry, thanks guys, great job as always. More information on the project, 6 in the city in downtown College Park, or College Park, I guess you don't call it downtown. Or if you own a piece of property, you want to build a custom home, these are the guys that I trust, Newberry Homes. Quick break, you have real estate continues. Welcome to our house. I mean, you spend more time here than I do, but it is hurricane season. You know our windows are terrible.
Yeah.
When hurricanes roll through, we actually go to your parents' house because we feel safer there, because you don't feel the wind vibration. Go feel the windows right now. Hit the windows like that.
Okay.
This is not a window.
No,
that
and
it should
I mean,
ever
there's
be relied
condensation
upon
from just our sprinkler.
but during a storm like that, you
Water's
wonder why you
coming
feel the
through.
vibrations. Even when a summer storm rolls through, we feel the vibrations here. That's why Dan Brigman is here today, Renewal by Anderson. Dan, as a man, I want to feel like I have a safe, protected place for my family. And I don't here. I'm not ready for hurricane season because of the windows that we have. What can I do as a family guy to make sure my family's safe during the storm season?
Well, first thing you have to do is you got to do what, you've got to inspect your windows. You've got to know and learn about what you have. And you know, Justin, what you have is not a hurricane window. That's not going to stop anything from coming in this house. If a shingle or a terracotta tile were to blow off in your next door neighbor's house in a windstorm and hit that, and you're sitting at this table, it is not a good day. All right, it is coming through. So what we have to do is we have to get coastal windows in this house, and we have to get them in as soon as we can.
I totally agree. The financing that you have too is fantastic. You make it super easy for me to afford windows in my house.
Yes, we do. Look, we know that no home improvement project is cheap, right? I mean, most of us just don't carry, you know, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 around in our pocket, right? And so what you have to do is you have to make it affordable for our homeowners, and that's just what we do through our easy pay plans. We have multiple different ways that we do business. We have 12 months no interest, 18 months, 24 months. We even have 180-month low interest plans. Some of them as low as 5.9. You can't even buy a house.
You can't.
That low.
Not even close. Do you feel? Thank you, Dan, for coming. By the way, do you feel better?
I do.
Are you going to stop yelling at me?
I mean, Dan's here, so Dan's going to save the day. With,
All right,
you know,
thank
RBA
you.
is always going to save
A
the day.
Renewal by Anderson QR code on the screen right now. Get your family prepared for hurricane season and storm season. Even if the hurricane doesn't come through, the storm season gets scary here in Florida as well. Do it today. Welcome back to the show. I'm asked all the time, of course, about, Justin, what's really going on in this market? What's going to happen? Should I buy now? Should I sell now? And it's all great questions, right? And it's really all about timing when it comes to real estate. And sometimes it's taking risk as well. But one of the things I love about this show is being able to come into your living room and tell you what is on the market right now, like in different parts of town as well. What would it cost to buy a certain house in a different part of town? Let's welcome in our good friend, real estate broker to the stars, Vivian Lehman joins me as well.
Hello.
Because it does matter. I mean, where the house is located makes a huge difference in price for sure. What are you seeing though in this market right now?
I'm seeing more on the market, and I also saw buyers on the fence not wanting to commit because of the interest rates. But now that the interest rates are dropping, I'm seeing the buyers coming out of the woodwork, yeah.
But now that it has become a little more difficult for sellers to sell, taking them longer to sell, isn't there maybe some negotiation here that the buyer can do to try to have the seller pay a little extra money towards closing costs to lower that rate?
Yes, absolutely. We in both these houses, that's the case. What we've done is, even though rates are dropping, we're giving an extra incentive. Instead of dropping the price on the house, we're saying, hey, we can give you money towards your closing costs, or you're buying down your interest rate.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea right now for buyers. If you're scared, you want to buy something, like you're renting an apartment or something, you want to buy a house, but you're like, well, those rates are too high. It's okay. Go in and negotiate with the seller, or have your agent negotiate with the seller to pay down the interest rate.
Absolutely.
And you can get an interest rate and a payment that's affordable for you. All right, let's play a little game. Let's play, what is this house going to cost? Lake Mary, Oviedo, and Groveland. So we're going to hit 2 Seminole County, 1 Lake County. And let's start in Seminole County if we could, just because you and I both know this neighborhood very well. This is Heathrow, Cherry Ridge. Tell me about this house.
So this one is coming soon.
Oh, not even on the market.
It's going to be on the market.
Listing,
yes,
if I may.
Absolutely. So this one's coming on the market for $639, and the square footage is about 2,100 square feet with a pool. So that's one price, $639.
$639, yep. Heathrow, great neighborhood, guards, everything.
Yes, the whole
The
works.
HOA, I got to tell you, has been a little bit weird lately. I've had a lot of phone calls at the office about there's 2 HOAs, as you know.
Yeah.
They've been a little aggressive, I would say. No offense, because I live there, but...
What is it, parking on the street?
No, they're just, something happened where they are being aggressive about the whole HOA deal. Your grass is a little bit too high. You got a little paint chip here or there. They've been a little bit, something's happening, I can tell you that. Anyway, all right.
Okay.
A little over $600,000 in Heathrow, great neighborhood. Let's go down to Lake County, actually. Groveland, to be exact. Tell me about this property.
So Groveland, in this case, this is $350,000, and it is on a little over 1/3 of an acre, and it's half the square footage of that house in Heathrow. So think it's half the price. Think about it. This one is 1,093 square feet, fully fenced, open pool. They've painted the entire interior, and all the appliances stay.
Very nice. And that has a pool, you said, too?
Yes,
oh my
open
gosh.
pool. Yep.
How would you describe Groveland? You've been down there. What's it like?
Groveland is just a very cute, I call it a charming area where you have bungalow homes. You might have some new construction, but it's close to Mount Dora.
Right.
So, I mean, it is Mount Dora, but it's close to downtown Mount Dora. And so you could even walk there if you wanted to.
I haven't been to downtown Mount Dora in a long time. It's a really cool little town. I got to get down. When's the last time you've been there?
3 months ago, maybe?
Makaila's actually here right now. Makaila, have we ever been to Mount Dora together? One time, 4.5 years, only one time. That means I've only been one time in 4.5 years.
You gotta go back.
That's ridiculous. And then finally, also in Seminole County, kind of a different part of Seminole County, Oviedo. And let me tell you a little story about Oviedo.
Okay.
In 2008, when the foreclosure crisis hit, we did a lot of foreclosure work for families. And the families that were at the time losing their house or short selling their house, when they lived in Oviedo, they're like, look, I'm going to get rid of this house, but I'm staying in Oviedo. People who live in Oviedo love Oviedo. Yep. Tell me about McKinnon.
So McKinnon is a 3-2. They're asking $445,000, and this home is about 1,600 square feet. So that, again, gives you a comparison. This one doesn't have a pool, but again, it's fully fenced, great backyard, all appliances stay, and again, they're also offering that incentive to buy down your rate.
Buy down that interest rate.
Yeah.
Schools are great in Oviedo. Schools are great in Lake Mary. I don't know about Groveland as much. How important are schools when it comes to real estate?
I think it's huge on whether you have a child or not. It's going to help your values, period. So I think that makes a difference.
Excellent. If you'd like to see any of these properties this weekend, Vivian would be happy to take a tour with you. Phone number on the screen, 407-205-0400. And as Vivian says, if you're a buyer, you're on the fence, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, don't be on the fence because of the rates. I'm telling you, sellers are trying to sell right now. The sellers are doing deals. They will use some of those closing costs, giving that to you to lower your interest rate and make your payment very affordable.
Absolutely.
Vivian, great job as always. A very quick break. When we return, we'll be back to wrap up You Have Real Estate. If you own a house, especially in Florida, outdoor living might be the most important place to spend your money when it comes to pavers, when it comes to outdoor kitchens, even indoor golf simulators. There's one place to call, and that's DelaTurf, joined by Ryan Church right now. You do it all, but also the artificial turf for outdoor area. What a transformation that can make for people's homes.
It makes a huge transformation since you're not having to mow grass or water, fertilize, anything like that.
Yeah, pavers outside, especially in the driveway, I think absolutely changes the resale value of homes as well.
100%. It's going to look much better than concrete. You get a nice pattern in it, and there's different colors and sizes.
You can't almost say outdoor living without saying outdoor kitchen. Everybody needs one in Florida. You do outdoor kitchens, including, I believe, pizza ovens.
Yes, we do all of that. It is very custom, so we can put them in many different places, and we can work the design according to the customer specifications.
I also got to check out one of your golf simulators, and I've been a little obsessed with a golf sim lately. A new addition, really, to the DelaTurf family. How is that going for you?
It's going great. Yeah, everyone's really taking a liking to it, so I think it's going to be a big hit.
For someone who doesn't want to pay cash and full up front, I get that. I'm kind of the same way. Some awesome financing options available.
Yes, we have several different options available, including 0% for 6 months or 0% for even 25 months, which is huge.
Thank you, Ryan. Always good to see you, buddy. There's a QR code on the screen for you right now. Anything outdoor or even now indoor with your golf sim, there's one place to call. Call DelaTurf. You know, thank goodness for this show in a lot of ways, because we've been telling you for a while about a real hidden gem, a treasure when it comes to real estate in Central Florida. And that's really the northern part of Central Florida, Ocala, Marion County. I love Levy County. So many places up there. And what I hear from you is a great place to buy a house for your family, less expensive, but also a great place to invest in real estate, where maybe you can buy 2 properties for investment as opposed to 1. The queen of northern Florida, real estate, Elisha Lopez, joins me. And it's just true. The market in, let's say, Marion County is way less expensive than it is here in Orlando.
It is. It's been going strong for years already at almost 50% difference. It's like 42, 43, 45%, whatever it is. That's like 50% off.
I was the first guy on television, at least, to ever talk about Levy County and my infatuation with Levy County and how I think it's a wonderful place to invest. In fact, I had a client the other day in my office who watches the show trying to get me to invest in a racetrack in Levy County. I guess there's some racetracks. Anyway,
and there's Highlight, not too far away also, yeah.
But Levy County is going to explode. I have no doubt about it. If you were going to invest in Levy County right now, what would it be? Would it be vacant land? Would it be like residential real estate? What do you think you would invest in?
Definitely vacant land, because you don't have any maintenance or upkeep. Yes, you have property taxes, but they're so low compared to owning a property with a dwelling on it. So it's really a no-brainer. You just buy it, let it sit, pay the taxes annually, a couple $100, and wait for it to appreciate.
But sometimes you think the wait's going to be 20, 30 years. Sometimes the wait's not that long, especially if you work with someone like yourself who sort of knows and has their finger on the pulse of what's going on. Like, you can help someone really figure out what area would be best to purchase in, because you know what's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like the nature of the beast. What's the right outside of Orlando by Disney, starts with a D, that everybody went to? Oh,
anyone?
Davenport, that's it.
Davenport, yes. Beautiful Davenport.
20 years ago, we're like, Davenport, like whatever, right? And now everybody's wishing that they would have invested in Davenport. And Levy's right in between Marion and Alachua, so it's a no-brainer.
And the prices are so low. If you look at like a per acre price and compare it to other places, it is so low. But you can almost feel development going that way.
Yeah, because it just has no choice. If Alachua County, that's Gainesville, where you have UF and Shands, the hospital, and then Marion, that we have been appreciating for a while now and just growing exponentially. Like, it's always going to be like what's in the middle, because there's nowhere else to go. It's just the obvious spot.
She will guide you in the right direction, though, when it comes to investing in real estate. Do not sleep on that part of Florida, because a lot of deals to be had. Elisha Lopez, thank you so much. Thanks to our amazing guest and crew. Most importantly, thank you. See you again next week for more You Have Real Estate.
The proceeding was a paid advertisement. The views expressed were the sole responsibility of the advertiser.